All right, we're gonna start recording. All right, guys, so find yourself on your mat. We're gonna come into comfortable seats, start the practice with just a little bit of mindfulness, a little bit of breath. Wherever we are in the world, if you're starting your day or finishing your day. I think we're all in the US right now, unless I'm wrong. You will see us over in Europe. But wherever we are, we're coming to the moment, to our mats. So go ahead and close down your eyes. If you want to have a pillow underneath your butt to make it a little bit more comfortable to sit for just a few minutes, you can do that. And I invite you guys to just place your hands on your knees, palms face down just for some grounding. And start to focus on your breath in and out through your nose. Just letting that breath be deep and expansive, fully inhaling beyond just the upper part of your lungs. See if you can bring that breath all the way to your belly. And exhale, releasing. Just arriving in the moment. Anything else that's been going on around you in the beginning part of your day, or anything else you have to do later, just let it all float away for the meantime. Bring awareness into your heart center, into the area where your heart is. Notice what kind of energy is there today. How is your heart feeling today? And I'd like you to envision there's a beautiful white ball of light on the top of your head. It's like an orb floating just on the top of your head. Notice this ball of light. Notice if there's any tint of color to it. And let this ball of light become larger and start to envelop your whole body. So it starts to grow and include your entire body in its orb. Notice what color, what it feels like to be inside this ball of light. It's pure energy, pure source energy. Breathe in and exhale. Feeling your entire body relax, feeling your shoulders dropping down away from your ears, feeling your seat rooted down into the earth, connecting you down to the center of the earth and your entire body surrounded by the shimmering ball of light. Deeply inhale and exhale. So staying inside this ball of light, we're going to begin a simple breath practice. We're going to inhale for a count of 4 and exhale for a count of 4, and then we'll slowly change that over a few rounds. So just follow along with my voice. So exhale all of the air out through your nose. We're going to inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. And we'll change it a bit. We'll inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the breath in for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the breath out for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take a couple of breaths on your own, noticing any extra space that's been created in your chest, in your heart, in your belly. Keeping the eyes closed, we're going to start to link the movement with the breath. So just the chin, we're going to be moving the chin up towards the sky and then the chin down towards the chest. So starting with the chin down towards your chest, exhale all of the air out. Feeling the stretch come down the back of your neck. And then we're going to inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1, tilting the head up towards the sky, opening the throat, eyes are still closed. Exhale, chin to chest for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, tilt the head up for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, tilting chin down to chest for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Last time, inhale up for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, chin to chest, 3, 2, and 1. Deep inhale, bringing the head back to neutral, eyes still closed. Bring your palms to heart center, thumbs touching your chest. Take a moment and sit in your own quietness. And see if there's an intention that you have for your practice today. What would you love to be your guide and your gift through this practice? Breathe into that. And give a small bow down to yourself, to your hands, honoring that intention. And expand the hands out to either side. And inhale, gazing up with the eyes open. Arms up overhead, stretching the arms up away from you, feeling the side body stretch as you're very extended here. Exhale, chin to chest, part the arms away from you. So you can use that same 4 count in your head if you like. Inhale, sweeping both arms up. Pretend like you're moving through some thick substance like molasses or syrup. So your arms are engaged, the palms are spread, chin to chest, exhale. Last time, inhale, both arms up, sweep up overhead. Clasp the palms together, press the palms away from you, gazing up. Let's just do a little bend over to your left, creating a C shape with your body. Inhale, back through center. Extending your spine tall, exhale, bending down to your right. Inhale, back to center. We're going to come over our knees, onto hands and knees. Placing both palms on the mat, underneath the shoulders. Let's bring the feet together, knees apart, and come down into a child's pose. So bringing the chest down onto the floor, hands stretched out in front of you, and the hips come down to rest on the heels. Your forehead is on the mat. Keep your hands engaged. So this is partially restful, partially a stretch, and you're partially engaged here with the palms. Take 3 deep breaths here. See if you can fill up your back body with breath. Exhale. Inhale and release. Glide up to tabletop position. Shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. We're going to move through a cat and cow. So inhale, gazing up, dropping your belly, curving your spine down, arduous spine. We're going to gaze up. Exhale, round the spine, press away with the hands and the feet. Tops of the feet are on the mat. Move through this in your own breath. Inhale. Coming into cow, exhale, rounding into cat. So just exploring the spinal flexion and extension here with your own breath. Remembering that we always want to link the breath to the movement so they come together. And let's come into a little bit more free-form hip circles here. Maybe making a little bit more space, bringing your palms, another handprint in front of you. Come into some circles. Circles, you can make a figure 8 shape, maybe rocking the hips back and forth, side to side. See if there's anywhere that feels tight, that you could use a little bit of attention and send the breath to those places. If you want to rock back and forth to a little low cobra, high cobra, and roll it back. Just notice what feels good for your spine and your hips here. From here, let's come up onto the knees, keeping the back toes tucked. Inhale, both arms straight up overhead. Exhale, circle the arms down and around. Inhale, sweeping both arms up overhead. Exhale, circling both arms down. Inhale, up and overhead. Exhale, bring the hands to the lower back, fingertips facing up. And just gently place the hands here. If it feels all right, to gently press your hips a little bit forward. Think about bringing your shoulder blades towards one another. And just looking up, not cranking the neck back, but just gazing forward and up. Feel a nice, gentle back bend here. And release the hips. Let's put the hands on the hips and explore those hip circles again. So first starting in a, clockwise direction. Or making some big circles. And you can have the toes tucked if you like, or the feet flat on the floor. Just really whatever gives you the most stability here. Just really see if you can get into any tight spaces. And reverse direction. Counterclockwise, other way. Good. Let's bring the hands to the side. Inhale, both arms up. So we're going to exhale and twist the upper body over to the right. Bringing left arm forward, right arm back. And bring it into a circle. Right arm down. Inhale, both arms up. We're going to circle, sweep it open to the left. Left arm back, right arm forward. Circle it down and around. One more time, both sides. Inhale up, open up to the right, circle it around and down. See if you can make it like one fluid motion. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, opening to the left, around and down. Both arms up overhead. Exhale, come down into child's pose. Keep the knees together this time. So knees are together. Inhale, come up halfway, tense your fingertips. And walk the fingertips over to the right so you get a beautiful side stretch through the left side. And hold here. Breathing 2 or 3 deep breaths into your left side. Make sure you guys can still see me on the ground here. I think you can. All right. Let's inhale, walk it back to center. And over to the right. Fingertips in a tent. Exhale, surrender, melt down. Feeling stretch through your right side body. Deep inhale, exhale, melt. Walking yourself back to center. Place both hands on the mat. Preparing for downward dog. So really take your palms, focus on pressing down under the place where your finger meets your hand. The pad underneath your fingers. Really press down with all 5 of those. Tuck your toes and press your hips back up into downward facing dog. You might want to walk out, step out your feet. Stretch out the hamstrings here, bicycle the legs, like we like to say. And just make yourself comfortable here. Take some breaths, maybe really bending into one knee. Let's all do that actually. Let's bend deeply into the right knee, straightening the left leg, pressing the left heel towards the mat, and just twisting gently under your left shoulder. And other side. Deeply bend the left knee, straighten out the right leg, and twist yourself under your right shoulder. Really stretch out those hamstrings. Beautiful. So inhale, come up onto the tiptoes. And we're gonna take small baby steps, walking up to the front of the mat until we come into a forward fold. Hips distance apart are the feet. And it's totally okay to have the knees a little bit bent here. Just go ahead and hang, let your upper body release and relax. Deep inhale, exhale, melt. Just warming ourselves up before we start to move a little bit more quickly. And let's inhale, roll the spine up, one vertebra at a time, rolling shoulders back. And when we get to the top, let's just do a few shoulder rolls, bringing the shoulders up towards the ear. Exhale away. Inhale up, exhale, shoulders down, one more time. And exhale. Come to the front of your mat, make sure your feet are hips distance apart. And close your eyes, bring your hands down by either side. Just take a little internal inventory of your body. How are you feeling right now? What's shifted since the beginning of your practice? And is that intention still guiding you? And bring your hands to either side. We're going to start to move a little bit more quickly. So inhale, sweep both arms up overhead. Exhale, sweep the arms down, forward fold, bringing your chest down towards your thighs. Bending knees is fine for now. Inhale, halfway lift. Bring your hands onto your thighs or knees and gaze forward. But here in the half lift, we don't want to crank the neck up. You actually want to keep your neck in line with the spine, so it's best to look at a spot about 2 or 3 feet in front of your toes. Halfway lift, exhale, melt yourself down, again, forward fold. Press through your feet and rise up, rolling vertebra by vertebrae, palms overhead. Exhale, palms through the heart center. Again, inhale, circle both arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to thighs, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, roll yourself up, one vertebra at a time. Hands overhead, exhale, palms through the heart center. We'll add on to that, inhale, circling both arms up. Exhale, forward fold, diving forward over your toes. Halfway lift, inhale, feel that flow of your breath guiding your movement. Exhale, we're gonna step or jump, probably step this first one, back to downward facing dog. So both feet back, finding yourself in your down dog. Let's take 2 full breaths here. Inhale deeply. Exhale. Another full round of breath. Now we're going to inhale and shift forward into a plank. Coming to the top of a push-up, bodies in one straight line. Shoulders are right over the wrists here. Hold it here. Exhale, press back to downward facing dog. So this is how you know your stance, your distance is right. If you can shift from down dog to plank, let's do it again. Inhale, roll forward. And if you need to adjust your distance, you can do that obviously. Nice tight core, really pressing down through those palms. Exhale, press back to down dog. One more time, inhale, shift forward. And exhale, lower down your knees, chest and chin. Coming into Ashtanga and lowering down onto the belly, pressing the tops of the feet onto the floor, and gently press your palms under your shoulders, and into a gentle low cobra here. Gazing just forward ahead of you, and exhale, lower. Let's do that 2 more times. Make sure to keep the elbows in towards your sides. Inhale, gently press up. Maybe you come a little bit higher this time. Exhale, lower. Inhale, press up again. Exhale, lower yourself down, tuck the back toes, and press yourself back into downward facing dog. 3 full breaths here. Again, let's bend into that right knee. and twist underneath your left shoulder. So bring the gaze under your left shoulder, drop that left heel down towards the mat, feeling the stretch through your left side body. Switch sides, press the right heel down towards the mat, deeply bend into the left, and gaze under your right shoulder. One more time each side, bend into the right knee, twisting under your left shoulder, and bending the left knee, twisting under your right shoulder. Straighten both legs, look forward between your hands, bend your knees, and you can, let's just all take some steps. For this first one, walk back in between the hands, forward fold. Inhale, roll yourself up, one vertebrae at a time. This time, let's grab the left wrist with the right hand, gently stretch to a side bend over to your right. Inhale back to center. Left hand grabs the right wrist. Exhale, bend over to your left. Inhale back to center. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. This time, fingertips onto the mat. Step your right foot to the back of the mat. Lower down your knee, coming into a low lunge. So bring that left knee over the ankle. Inhale, both arms up overhead. Now here, as you start to bend into that front knee, and you feel the space in your hip flexor, you can bring the knee over the ankle if you have space for it. Explore what feels good in that stretch for you. Fingertips are pulling up towards the sky like they're being pulled on two strings up towards heaven. Exhale, hands on the mat, framing that front foot. Step back directly into plank. Inhale, hold plank. Exhale, lower down, your knees, chest, chin to the mat. Slide through, rising up into baby cobra or high cobra. Exhale, coming back through tabletop, pressing heels back to downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up towards the sky, pointing the toe, keeping your hips closed here. So the higher your leg goes, the more your hips are going to want to open like this. For this first one, let's just keep the hips square. So the right leg just goes straight up and back. Exhale, bring the knee into the chest and hold, shifting shoulders over wrists. Inhale, extend back and up. Exhale, knee into chest and hold. Last time, inhale, right leg straight back and up. This time we're going to bring it in and step the right foot in between your hands. Rising up into low lunge again. Fingertips being pulled up towards the sky. Exhale, bend into that rootedness. The lower body rooting you firmly down into the earth, the upper body being lifted. One more inhale, feel the breath reach your entire side body. Exhale, fingertips to the mat. Step yourself forward between the hands. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, melt yourself forward. Inhale, roll up one vertebrae at a time. Both arms overhead. Exhale, palms to heart center. Again, sweep both arms up overhead. Inhale deeply. Exhale, melting forward, diving into forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, step the left foot back this time, coming onto the back knee. Rising up into your low lunge. Inhale here, exhale, bend a little bit deeper. Now we're going to inhale and straighten the front leg, coming onto the front heel, the heel of the right foot. Face our upper body completely towards the front of the mat. Hinge our upper body forward. You can place the hands on your mat. If you have blocks or if you need blocks, this can be a good place for that. Just come down wherever you can. So we're stretching out the back of this right hamstring. Toes pointed up towards the sky. Send your breath to any places that are extra tight. And plant that front foot. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, straighten. Come into a little flow here on your own. Inhale, plant the foot. Arms come up. Lunge. Exhale. Straighten the leg. Toes point up towards the sky. Forward fold. Inhale, plant the foot. Arms come up. Exhale. Toes to the sky. Hinging forward. Last time. Inhale, coming into that lunge. This time, we're going to exhale, bring the left hand down inside the right foot and tuck the back toes. Raise the right arm up overhead, coming into a twisted lunge. So you always have the option, you can leave the back knee down, but tucking the back toes will just give it a little bit extra boost, a little extra strength here. Right fingers up towards the ceiling, think about opening up your heart towards the right side of your room. And let's make some circles with the arm. Circle back, around, and down. Inhale, reach forward, around, and up. Back, around, and down to exhale. 2 more like that. Inhale, reach forward, around, and up. Back, around, and down. And last one. Up. Back, around, and down. Bring your right hand inside of your right foot. So both hands are on the inside. Walk the right toes a little bit out towards the edge of your mat, towards the right corner of your mat. And go ahead and lower the back knee down if you had it up. We're going to point the right toes up like a 45-degree angle away from your mat and just make sure that your knee and your toes are in the same line. We're going to come into lizard pose here. So you can explore with this. You can stay up on the hands or you can lower down onto the forearms and play with opening up the knee to the side, opening up the hip. Deep breaths here. Maybe each breath is taking you a little bit deeper. Play with your edge. You can wait, like in this one, you can wiggle around a little bit if that feels good. Again, just make sure that the knee and the toes are in the same line. You can stay here, or feel free to come up onto the left forearm or left palm. Bend the back knee. You can reach around to grab the ankle if that's available to you. If it's not, you can just reach up and reach back for a twist. So the right fingertips reaching towards the back of the room, twisting the body here. Grabbing the ankle is up to you. You'll get the benefit of the twist either way. And let's slowly unwind ourselves, come back wherever you are. Walk the right foot back to the center of the mat. Tuck the back toes and step yourself back into downward facing dog. You probably notice one side feels a little bit different. Inhale, roll yourself forward into plank. Exhale, lower yourself down, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga, your choice. Inhale, rising up into cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Feel the energy moving through you now. Inhale, left leg straight back and up. Again, straight back, not opening the hip quite yet. Exhale, knee into chest, shoulders over wrist. Inhale, extend the leg back. Exhale, knee to the chest. Inhale, extend. Exhale, step the foot in between the hands, lowering down the knee. Inhale, rise again into your lunge. And this time we're going to come into that straight front leg. So coming onto the heel, toes up towards the sky, and fingertips to the mat. Fold yourself over. Think about hinging your spine. You don't want to be rounding your spine. The idea isn't that you have to get your head to your knee. The idea is that you hinge, so you have a nice straight back, and that you feel the stretch here in the back of the leg. Toes pointed up towards the sky. That'll really deepen the stretch for you. 2 more breaths. Maybe think about that intention you had again. How can you bring a little bit more gentleness and love into your practice, even when the challenging parts happen? And plant the front foot. Rise up into your lunge. We'll come into this little flow. Exhale, straighten the front leg, forward fold. Moving with the breath. Inhale, rise into lunge. Exhale, straighten into the fold. Half Hanumanasana. This is the monkey stretch. Inhale, rise. And now exhale, we're going to bring the right hand to the mat, inside of the left foot. You can tuck the back toes or keep the back knee down and extend the left fingertips up towards the sky to a twisted lunge. Really charging up the front of your left thigh here. Feel this line of energy moving from the front of your body to the back of your body and from your hand on the ground all the way up to your head up in the sky. Drawing energy from the center of the earth. And release the hand inside of the left foot. Walk the left foot out to the side of your mat. You can bring it into that 45-degree angle. That kind of helps open up the knee a little bit more easily. You can stay up here if this feels like a deep enough stretch, or explore coming onto your forearms. And just breathe, maybe closing your eyes, letting this posture be a mini yin opening in the midst of our Vinyasa practice. Feeling it deepen, feeling yourself open with each breath. And then if you like, you can either come onto the right forearm or up onto the hand, just whatever feels best for you. Reach back with your left hand towards the back of the room. So bring you into a twist. I like to come up on the hand just because it gives me a little bit deeper of a twist feeling. And if you'd like, you can reach for the back ankle, but it's absolutely not necessary. Yeah. Not forgetting to breathe here. And release yourself back down. Both hands to the mat. Let's walk that left foot back into the center. And step yourself back into downward facing dog. You're going to shift forward, come into plank. Do one more cobra or up dog just to wash out all of those twists. Inhale, rise. Exhale, drop your knees down and come back into child's pose. Your choice, wide leg or knees together. And take a rest for a few breaths here. Connecting back to that quiet, still place within you. Remembering that it's so important to take a moment of rest in the midst of all the movement, all of our busy lives, all of our constant motion of our minds and our bodies. And when you're ready, go ahead and roll yourself back up your table, and tucking the toes, and just slowly coming back into your downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg straight back and up. This time we're going to open the knee. So bend the knee, open up that hip. That should feel really nice here. And just make some little knee circles. Painting a circle on the ceiling with the paintbrush of your knee. And reverse the direction of your circles. Good. Now inhale, we're going to close off the hips, straighten the leg, gaze forward between your hands. Exhale, step forward between your hands. Come into a high lunge. And let's just stay here for a few breaths. So in the high lunge, knee is over the ankle. We're on the ball of the back foot, arms overhead. With each exhale, I want you to just bend a little bit deeper into that knee and let that be your rooting. Let each exhale connect you more closely with the center of the earth. With each inhale, you draw energy up from the center of the earth, moving all the way up through the tops of your hands, extending out your fingertips. And the exhale draws you deeper into the center of the earth. Notice if you can find presence and contentment even after the pose becomes challenging, even after you become tired. Can you stay with it and accept it and watch it? Let's exhale, bring both palms behind you. Straighten the front leg. Inhale, bring both hands The inner fist down towards the mat. Exhale, release the hands. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg straight back and up. Bend the knee, open the hip. Create some hip circles here. Left knee circling in one direction. And the other direction. Loosening up that hip area. Inhale, closing off the hips. Left leg straight back up behind you. Gaze between the hands. Step forward into a high lunge, preparing to rise your upper body. Let's just stay on the fingertips for a moment. And notice the transfer of weight from your fingertips all the way into that front foot as you rise and use your core to bring those arms straight up overhead. And it doesn't have to look perfect. Mine doesn't look perfect by any means. You can gaze overhead or gaze in front of you, whatever feels the most stabilizing. And again, with that exhale, see if you can bend a little bit deeper into that knee as you press the back knee up towards the sky and draw energy from the center of the earth all the way up your legs, all the way up your torso, throughout the top of your hands. And exhale, draw it back down into the earth. Bring both hands behind you. Lock the other pinky over the other pinky, the way that feels not so normal for you. And inhale, open your shoulders, gaze up. Bringing the fist down towards the floor. Exhale, release. Hands to the mat. Step yourself forward between the hands. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, melt yourself forward. Now we're going to let this forward fold be quite nice and restorative. Let's actually just take the two first fingers, grab your big toes, and gently just bend your elbows, pull your upper body towards your thighs. Bend the knees here. So there's no strain, you're just resting the chest on the thigh. Let your head relax. Maybe even take your hand to the back of your neck and give it a squeeze and make sure that you're not holding onto any tension there. Shake the head yes, and nod the head no, or nod the head yes, shake the head no. That helps to release any tension in the neck as well. Go ahead and release the toes and roll yourself up one finger at a time. Arms up overhead. Exhale the palms to heart center. Close your eyes. Keep your hips distance apart. Feeling the energy move through your body. Maybe just taking another check-in. How is your body feeling at this point of your practice? Bring the hands down to your side, opening the eyes again. We're going to bend the knees, sweep the hands across the floor, come into chair pose, sinking into an imaginary chair. So the weight comes more into the heels here, but the feet are still hips distance apart. Arms are parallel to the ears, gaze straight ahead for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, forward fold, straighten the legs out, melt your heart forward. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, let's step the right foot to the back of the mat. Drop the foot down into warrior one. So 45-degree angle with the back foot, left foot facing forwards. Inhale, rising up. So it's similar like our lunge, except our back foot is the heels down onto the mat. Gaze up overhead. Exhale, let's open the arms up like goalposts. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, open up like goalposts. Inhale, both arms overhead. And exhale, we're gonna open, I'll go this way for you guys, open into warrior two. So find your stance in warrior two. The back foot is parallel to the back of the mat. Both arms extended out, parallel to the ground. Bend that front knee over your ankle. So your gaze is over the middle finger of your left hand. And let's inhale, we straighten the leg, raise both arms up, and bring our upper body to face the side of the mat. Exhale, shift and bend, gazing forward. Inhale, straighten the leg, gaze up. Exhale, bend into your warrior two. Again, inhale, rise up. Exhale, bend. Drop the back hand down your leg, reverse warrior, left arm overhead. Really feel that stretch in your side body here. Just melting into this for a few moments. Using your core to bring you back up to warrior two. Bending into that front knee a little bit more. Drop the left forearm on your left thigh. Right arm overhead, side angle pose. See if you can press that right foot away from you like you're trying to rip your mat in two. Pressing the back half of the mat away from you. You can gaze under the arm if that feels good for you here. Again, using core, we're gonna come up and just come into a flow with your own breath here. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse. And as an alternate, you can bring the hand behind you. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, come back up, straighten the leg. Let's parallel the feet. Wide legs, feet are parallel, hands onto the hips. Inhale here. Nice straight spine. Exhale, hinge yourself forward and down, crown of the head down towards the mat. You release the hands underneath your head. And just let yourself hang here for a moment. Wide legged forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. So come up onto fingertips. Flatten your back just like you would if you were in a regular forward fold. Exhale, melt yourself forward. Let's do that again. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, melt yourself forward. Roll yourself back up to standing wide-legged fold. Extend both arms out. And shift that front foot to face the front of the mat again. Back toes, maybe you want to walk it in like half a footprint. For Trikonasana, I like to angle the back foot slightly towards the front. And here we're going to extend both arms out. Reach forward. So reach like your fingertips. You're reaching for like a yummy cake, chocolate cake, yes I want, or yogi green juice or something. Reach forward, forward, forward. And then finally, you'll find yourself naturally coming down. Open up into Trikonasana. So right fingertips up towards the sky. Should feel like a beautiful stretch here. So this pose is all angles. But your body you want to have kind of in one straight line. So what you don't want to happen is you don't want your hips sticking way out like this. You want to imagine like if there was two walls, if I was stuck in between two doors or two walls, my body would fit. It would just be the shape, the size for my body to fit in there. So wherever you are, go ahead and bend that knee. Use your core to come back up to warrior two. Inhale here. And exhale, cartwheel the arms down, back to the mat. Stepping back into downward facing dog. And lower your knees down. Coming again into your child's pose. This time, let's bring the hands behind your back. Just clasping the fingers around your wrist or finding some way for your hands to just rest. Or you can just rest the hands onto the mat. Forehead on the mat. Just rock your body back and forth, side to side. Giving yourself some beautiful love. Nice deep breaths, restoring your energy. Bring the hands in front of you whenever you're ready. Remember, you can stay in child's pose as long as you need to. It's always there for you. When you're ready, you can go ahead and come back up into downward facing dog. Turn this way now. Right side. So we're going to inhale, right leg back and up. Exhale, right foot comes in between the hands. Lower the back heel down about 45 degrees. Come into warrior one. Rise up. Knee over ankle. Exhale, open arms up into goalposts. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, bend the elbows. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, bend the elbows. Last time, arms up overhead. And open up into warrior two. Find your stance, take a minute to settle yourself in. Making sure both arms are parallel with the ground. Gazing over that front middle finger. And again, just really feel like you're drawing energy up from the core of the earth, up through the bottoms of your feet, up through your legs, and it's extending out through your fingertips. Let's inhale, straighten the front leg. Extend arms up overhead. Exhale, bending down. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend. And now drop the left arm down the back leg. Reverse warrior. Right arm comes up overhead. Take a couple of breaths here into the right side body. Using your core to come up, really bend into that front knee. Drop the right forearm on the right thigh. Left arm comes up overhead. So just explore what that range of motion looks like for you. Maybe the arm can only come up to here. You can reach across your ear. And you'll feel, in fact, it really should be one straight line. So the arm should come in the same line as your side body. So about here. And gaze up under that arm if that feels good for you. Now in your own flow, inhale, come up, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior, straighten your leg this time. That gives you a little more stretch. And now come up, parallel the feet once again. Settle yourself in, and let's make a fist behind your back. Inhale, looking like this. Open the shoulders up. And forward fold. Bring those hands overhead. Release your hands down to the mat and roll yourself back up. Point the front foot facing to the front. We're going to come to Trikonasana, so if you want to adjust your back foot a little bit in, that's great. And reach forward with the right hand. And all the way down, finding triangle pose. I'm kind of laughing as I watch this video because my arms look freakishly long. Like, are they really? It's just a weird angle or something. I have like monster arms. Like, oh.
Call you the monkey yogi.
Monkey yogi, yeah, really. And bend the front knee, come up to warrior two, and windmill the arms down. We're gonna step between the hands, halfway lift, and forward fold. Roll yourself up slowly, one vertebrae at a time. And palms to heart center. Then shake out the knees, just shake out the whole body. Give it a shake, just done a lot of sun salutations, a lot of flows. We're gonna come into a few balancing poses here before we bring it down to the mat. So I will face you guys so you can see me, but you can just stand at the front of your mat, like here, and do them here. So then we'll have the mat to go to because we're gonna do that. But you're going to shift the weight into your left foot. So bring the feet hips distance apart. And hug the right knee into your chest. Let's give that right ankle a little roll out here. And let's hug the knee into a circle. Just bringing a little bit of circle into that hip. We've done a lot of hip opening already. Now we're gonna bring the inside of the right foot, or I'm nearing you guys. But yeah, you should be on your right foot. So the inside of the right foot, inside your left thigh, for tree pose. Palms to heart center, find something you can look at that's gonna keep you stabilized. And you can always have the foot inside the shin as well. Just don't put it inside the knee. And if you feel pretty stable and you feel like you're drawing energy from the core of the earth and very rooted, you can expand your arms up. You can gaze up. With each exhale, really imagine that foot, that left foot is growing roots down into the earth. And bring the palms back to heart center. Let's cross the right ankle over the left knee into a figure four. Make sure to flex your foot so your toes are pointing up towards the knee. And gently bend and just find where it feels like the right stretch for you. So this could be right here. It could be a little bit farther down. And if you feel like it, you can even bend out and bring the fingertips onto the mat if you like. Letting the crown of the head come down towards the ground. Just find where it feels best for you. And wherever you are, come back up, knee into the chest. We're gonna do one more challenge here. So trying to stay, I had to pivot so it's a little tough. Keeping that left leg strong, we're gonna hinge forward and see if you can kick the right leg straight back behind you into warrior three. All right, ooh, and if you have to check your balance and put your foot down, it's totally fine. So flexing that back foot, toes pointed down towards the mat. See if you can spread your wings out for airplane pose. Warrior three for 3, 2, and 1. Bring your upper body down onto the mat, coming into standing splits. Right foot up towards the sky. And step the right foot down onto the mat. Step both feet back into downward facing dog. We'll do the last downward dogs that we do. We're gonna take that right foot again. We're gonna inhale it back up behind you. So right leg up to the sky. And now we're gonna bring the foot forward, the leg forward, the shin forward into pigeon. So right knee behind the right wrist, left ankle behind the left wrist. So I hope you can see from there what we're doing here. So the shin is about parallel to the front of the mat. And if you're not quite that open, totally just bend the knee and make sure that your toes are pointed if you're bending the knee here. All right, so maybe I'll go over here. I think the camera isn't quite catching it. The fingertips down onto the mat. We're gonna inhale, look up. And exhale, we're just gonna melt the body forward. So melt yourself down. And again, your body will know where the best place is for you to be. Or head down onto the mat if this is available for you. And allow yourself to start to wind down here. Store a lot of emotions in the hips, so this is a great emotional release here. It's normal for feelings to just come up, or sometimes just want to cry or release, or it's really in this hip area that we store those. Take some deep breaths here inside and out through your mouth. Inhale, let it go. And with your next inhale, just crawl yourself back up, and you're going to swing the left leg around to meet the inside of your foot, so you come straight into this tree pose, sitting down, Janu Sirsasana. Right foot inside of the left thigh. Inhale, both arms up, upper body facing towards the left foot, and exhale, fold yourself down, bring the head down towards the knee. And again, your level of stretch, whatever's available to you, is completely perfect. If that's sitting here and just really breathing and feeling into that stretch, feeling into your edge, then that's where you need to be. And just close the eyes for a moment. And just take these breaths through the entire body. Inhale, come up, and let's bend the knee, bend the right knee, bringing it, hugging it into the chest. You have a couple options here. We're going to come into a twist. So assess your own level of openness here. You can cross the knee over, cross the right foot over the left thigh, hug the right thigh, the right knee and leg, and inhale, right arm up and over, coming into a twist. A little bit easier is to keep the foot parallel to the leg. That gives you a little bit more space. So see what your level is for twist here, wherever you are. And for the final level, if you'd like, you can bend the left knee, bringing the foot in towards your butt. So it's really up to you. Gazing back over the right shoulder, letting your fingertips on the mat behind you help you deepen that twist. Just gently, gently pulling your upper body around. Keeping that left leg straight if you like, or bent. And come back to center. Let's do a counter twist. Just gently placing both hands on either side. Got a little chat from someone, I don't know what you're saying. And come back to center. We will be doing the other side, but let's bring both feet to butterfly pose. Soles of the feet together. And just give yourself a nice little forward fold here. Give yourself a little foot massage. I'm gonna see what is happening on the chat. I think somebody's gotta go. Oh yeah, Rocio. See you soon, girl. Oh, she's already left. All right, butterfly pose, opening up the hips again here. Beautiful. And let's close the knees. We're gonna make a kind of awkward transition. Find yourself back in a forward fold at the front of your mat. We have to do the other side, guys. I didn't forget about it. Inhale, roll yourself back up. And palms to heart center. Shift the weight into your right foot. Hug the left knee into your chest. Roll the ankle out. Whew, it's starting to get hot over here. We got some sunshine today. And hug that knee. Give it some circles as well. Both directions. And finally, bring that foot inside of the thigh, coming into your tree pose. Palms to heart center, finding something to gaze at, which is stable in the distance. Maybe exploring with expanding your arms up, maybe spreading your wings, doing some tree moves, some tree leafy moves. And palms back to heart center. Cross the ankle over the knee, flexing that foot. This protects the knee, so keep the toes pointed toward your knee. And just bend your knee, coming down here. So I'll go this way so you can see. I'm not rounding the spine, I'm hinging. Oh, it's kind of hard to look at the screen also. Haha. Hinging here to come down and open this hip here. All right. If it's available to you and you would like to come down, go for it. Exploring that stretch. Back up and get one burst of energy from that right leg. Knee into the chest. Exhale, hinge forward. Kick the left leg straight back behind you for warrior three. Open up the arms. See if you can come into airplane pose. See if you can hold it for 3, 2, and 1. Hands to the mat, standing split. Kick the left leg up a little bit higher. And exhale, bring the leg down, step back into downward facing dog. This one is the final down dog. Inhale, left leg straight back and up, and bring it through to pigeon. So same here as on the other side, left knee behind left wrist, left ankle behind the right wrist. And just set yourself up for what's going to be, your ideal pigeon pose. Inhale, straighten the spine. Exhale, melt your upper body forward. Keeping the toes pointed up if the shin is parallel, and if your knee is bent significantly, just point the toe. Just let it go here. We're really starting to wind it down. Deep inhale, deep exhale. Sigh out, let it all go. Let this pose be an opportunity to let go of anything you need to let go of. I bet you there's something you can find. Let me go with your voice. And rolling yourself up, we're gonna swing the right leg around. So you come right into Janu Sirsasana, left sole of the foot inside the right thigh. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, fold, head down towards your knee. Letting it go. I've got a lot to let go right now, so if you're there too, you're not alone. Roll it up, bend that left knee. Again, choose your own adventure here. You cross the left foot over the right thigh. And give the left thigh a squeeze, hug it with your right arm. Inhale, circle the left arm up and around. Fingertips reach behind you. And this little contact here with the mat and your fingers can gently pull your spine around a little bit more. Gazing behind you. Maybe even closing the eyes. Two more breaths. One more breath. And release, just do a little counter twist. Gently twist in the other direction. And finally, let's extend both legs out into a wide V. Extend both arms up and fold down into the middle. Wide-legged forward fold. Your breath becomes slow. And roll yourself back up. Let's bring both feet onto the mat. Extend both arms in front of you. Then roll yourself down onto the mat. You're gonna come onto your back for a count of 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Abs are nice and strong. And 1. Hug the knees into your chest. Give yourself a little squeeze. Roll around like a ball. Back and forth, side to side. Let's drop the feet down onto the mat. So knees are bent, the angle of which you can reach your heels by extending your fingertips out. So when your arms are extended, you should be able to graze your heels. We're gonna come into bridge pose. So press through the soles of the feet. And inhale, we're gonna curl the spine up. So think about raising your spine 1 vertebrae at a time, starting with your tailbone. So we're gonna inhale for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming fully into the bridge. Pressing through the feet, again, drawing energy from the center of the earth. Just let this bridge be nice and relaxed. No need to push too hard for this first one. We're going to come down in the same way, curling down the spine 1 vertebrae at a time, starting with the top for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Resting here. We'll do that again. So this time you might want to come a little bit higher. So let's roll the spine up for 4, 3, 2, 1. Maybe you have a little more space and want to rock your shoulders underneath you. Feeling the healing effects of the back bend. Press through your feet. See if you can pull your belly button a little bit higher up towards the sky. 2 more breaths. And lower for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's windshield wiper the feet side to side, just dropping the knees to one side and then the other. Release the spine. And again, hug your knees into your chest. Roll around side to side. Maybe making circles, massaging your sacrum. Nice deep breaths here. Now we're gonna roll both knees over to the right. Place the right hand gently on the right knee. Open up your left arm to the side. So if you want to deepen this, actually, you can cross the right knee over the left. That'll deepen the twist. So our spinal twist, supine spinal twist. Laying down here. I hope you can still see. Oh, you can. That's awesome. I can't see myself, but. So the gaze is over towards the left and close your eyes here. Really start to let your nervous system just calm, reset as we reach closer to the final surrender of our practice. And gently bring your legs back to the center, uncross them if they were crossed. Another little gentle rock, another gentle little circle. And roll your knees over to the right, cross the right knee over left if that feels available and good to you. Bringing the knees over to the left, right arm out to the right side, and bringing the gaze over towards the right. Close down your eyes. And breathe into the extremely healing benefits of the twist, the spinal twist. creating more space in your life to let go and to move into new things. Twisting is detoxifying our organs, detoxifying our mind. And slowly, with great care, bring your knees back to the center. Once again, hug them in, a little side to side rock. Deep breath in and out. Let's take the soles of the feet and happy baby. So you can grab either the insides or the outsides of your feet. Either way, it's really up to you. And just bring the knees gently down towards the mat. You're really just rocking around like a happy baby without a care in the world. You can play with extending one leg and the other if that feels good. If your baby's like, I want to extend more, I want to stretch more. Everything becomes so slow here. And finally, let's bring the soles of the feet together, opening the legs up into your butterfly pose, but lying down. Bring a hand onto your heart and a hand onto your belly and close your eyes. Letting your breath in and out through the nose be deep, slow, and soft. Connect back with your intention. And check back with your body where you're at now. How is your heart feeling? And finally, you can stay here if this feels like your ideal resting pose in Supta Baddha Konasana, very restful pose. Or you can extend your feet out to the sides of the mat, the front of the mat, let your feet flop out to either side, palms open to the sky, resting the arms. So reclining into full Shavasana. Up to you where you decide to fully surrender here. And as you take this final relaxation, I'll invite you to just gently bring your awareness from the top of your head, beginning to relax every place your attention goes. So moving from your head, down your face, down your throat, your neck, shoulders and arms, your torso, mid-body, belly, everything relaxing. Letting go all tension completely, your hips, your thighs, down to your knees, your calves, your ankles, your feet, everything is fully relaxed. Deep breath in, and let it go. Rest here for a few minutes. This is the most important asana where we integrate everything we've done. The most valuable part of your practice. Start to deepen your breath. Wiggle your fingers and your toes, bring life back into them, just like you're beginning life for the first time. Take a big stretch overhead with your arms and reach out through your feet like your first morning stretch of the day. And curling the knees into your chest, making yourself into a ball. Roll over to one side, giving yourself just a moment or two in a fetal position. Fully relax and surrender on your side in the same way you came into the earth. And then keeping the eyes closed in your own time, return back to your seat. Just make it very slow and gentle. There's no rush. When you arrive there, bring the hands onto the knees. Keeping the eyes closed. Take a few moments here. Just allowing your breath to be the focus of your entire attention. As though we've just begun life for the first time, and all we know is the breath. We haven't even seen the outside world yet. The breath is the lifeline, in and out. Notice the quality of the stillness inside your mind. Notice the quality of energy inside your body. Notice the quality of emotion and energy inside of your heart. And bring your thoughts to one piece of gratitude, something that spontaneously arises for you that you feel grateful for right now. Allow the thought of that to maybe even bring a smile to your face. You bring your hands to heart center and just take a gentle bow to yourself in gratitude to yourself for showing up and being here to practice and honor your body and your mind and your spirit. Breathing in this essence of joy and gratitude and stillness to remain with you as you move through the rest of your day. Thank you guys for joining me. Namaste.
Namaste.
Oh my gosh, I forgot your sound was off. Yay! You're there. We can namaste together. You guys survived? This is still recording. Bye, recording people.